Welcome back to Imperium Gaming. We've had a short break and we've been lucky enough to be provided with some temporary offices to film some battle reports from, so big thanks to the company that's helped us out with that. Our first game recorded here is going to be a 1750 point game. We haven't rolled to see which one it's going to be, and it's to allow me, I'm Ian by the way, to do some prep for the SN Battle Reports No Retreat event in September. So I'm going to be playing my 1750 point list that I'm taking to that, and Alex, who's a member of the team here, has very kindly agreed to put me through my paces with his orc army. So we thought we'd start off with Alex explaining exactly what is in this orc army. Over to you.
Cool. Well, I'm Alex, Imperium Gaming. So we've got two battalions, Orcs, Eagle, Sons. So the first battalion consists of a war trike. He's the warlord. He's got brutal but cunning warlord trait. So that's +1 to damage rolls with his D3 weapons, and he re-rolls hits. He's also very quick.
I'm taking the whole army is going to be quick.
Yeah, that's the running theme of the army. Is very quick. Yes. Got an Index Warboss on bike. So he's got the Killer Claw. Orc fans know all about that. It's a souped up power claw. Then his battalion consists of a squad of 21 shooter boys with a knob of dual choppers, 2 squads of 10 chopper boys with the knob with big choppers. Just simply couldn't finish the 9, otherwise I'd have had a big knob of 30.
And the points.
And the points, yeah, but I'd have made it fit. Then we've got a squad of 10 war bikers with a knob with a big chopper again. And then we've got 2 of the shock chop dragsters. So these are the new buggies that came out. Yeah, a while ago now, but
these
I've got finished.
Are cracking models.
Very fun to paint.
I like the look of these.
Yeah, very fun to use.
They're very fast.
Very quick.
These are the ones that teleport?
Yeah, they blink across on certain advanced souls. They,
Great.
in true Orky style, they disappear, reappear, take some mortal wounds, do a bit of damage.
Right.
Then the 2 more stable ones, the Megatrack Scrapjets. So they've got all the rockets.
Look at these beauties.
A bit slower, but still pretty quick for what they're supposed to be doing. And they've got a Bone Breaker as well. So that is the combat version of the battle wagon. No guns, so it's going to roll you over.
No guns at all?
No guns, it's there to roll into you.
Right, okay.
And that will be filled with 10 of the boys. The lads.
And what's this thing?
Providing the aerial support then, that is the Wazbomber Blaster Jet. So he's got the amazing names. The names are the hardest parts to remember.
Right.
Rules are the easy part. Then he's got the 2 teleporter mega cannons. So they're a bit funky.
These?
That's 2 things there. So they're 6 shots total between 2 of them. They've got some funky rules. If you wound a target at the end of the phase, if you roll under their remaining wounds, they're slain.
Right,
so they're quite decent for finishing off some tanks or whatnot.
There's a lot of glowy balls within your army.
Yeah, it adds a splash of blue.
I'm pleased to see that there isn't the guy with the mech guy with the big shock attack gun.
Oh no, he's not speed freak, is he? He's not quick enough.
So you can't have him.
No, he's back here somewhere.
Or you just won't have him.
I won't have him now. I like Eagle Sons. I like to be quick. I don't like the hordes of boys or that. I like to keep it thematic, nice and quick and gas guzzly and whatnot.
Well, we'll do some close-ups of some of these models as we're playing the game itself, but there are some beautifully painted models here, and I love the dark theme to them that you've gone with. You know, all the metal is dirty and oily and...
Well, it would be. That's how I see it would be. Orcs don't care for that. They just want to get into the fight as quick as they can.
The red's there somewhere.
The red's there somewhere.
No, that's really cool.
Oh, he's got the custom force field to give the little invuln.
Right, okay.
A bit of tactical notes there.
Am I right in thinking, I've never played Orcs, not for probably 4 or 5 years plus, but am I right in thinking these things, you can palm wounds off on them and stuff like that?
Yeah, so that is the first battalion there. Then the second battalion is the Green 32, and that's just 3 squads of grots, 2 weird boys. Yes, there's a stratagem grot shields, but it only works for infantry models. So I can't palm the wounds off from vehicles, that'd be a bit daft. Although strapping a grot to a vehicle would seem fun.
It does seem fun. They used to have guns that shoot them, so...
Exactly, yeah. So yeah, that's led by 2 weird boys, the Jump and Fisted Gork. Standard Orc powers, really.
Right, okay. Well, this looks pretty nasty. I presume you've got a battle plan in mind of how you're going to take me down?
Run at you, drive at you, yeah.
It's as simple as that. Run at me, drive at me.
The first battalion is upgraded to the Cult of Speed detachment. That's from the Virgilus campaign. So they've got a couple of juicy stratagems there. It affects the speed freak models. So.
Well, that's great. Well, thanks, Alex. Let's have a quick, it will be a quick look at the Night Lords because it's a much smaller army. Okay, so that was the Orcs, and you might remember how big that was on the table. This is my Night Lords. A very much more compact list. and I've even spread some of them out just to try and make the footprint a little bit bigger. I'll be honest, a lot of the design of my list is based on what I can carry on a carry-on case on a plane, so this will work. And I've been quite successful with it in the past, or similar style lists, so we'll see. So the mainstay of my list is the Spartan. So that's my super heavy detachment. He's on his own. The rest of everything I've got is made up into a battalion, so a single battalion. So I've got 8 command points, and that is it. So within that battalion, I have 3 bare bones units of Space Marines because I can't bring myself to use cultists in this list. You know, they're Night Lords, they like to inflict terror. There's nothing terrifying about cultists, they're little weedy men. Not bothered with those. But I do need a little bit of shooty to support them. So I have a good old Leviathan, so a Hellforged Leviathan Dreadnought with double Butcher Cannon, and then the Deredeo as well with the Butcher Cannon. I love Butcher Cannons. Not so effective against Orcs because of the old rules with regards to morale, but we'll see. There's lots of bullets to throw at them, so that's important. I've also got a Havoc squad here with 4 autocannons and 1 single squad of Raptors here, just to try and drop in if I need them to take an objective or some such thing. 2 plasma pistols in that squad, and that's it. So leading the army, I have a Chaos Lord that looks suspiciously like Sevatar from the Horus Heresy. He's bare bones, bolt pistol and chainsword, and he's supported by a standard sorcerer who has he's got, what's his powers? He's got smite, prescience, and delightful agonies, and the whole army is Mark of Slanesh. So that's it. With 8 command points, that allows me to do 2 or 3 lots of endless cacophony if you haven't already killed my Havocs. We'll see. The plan is to try and keep everything alive as long as possible to get as many shots in as I can before I get swamped. You know, I recognise this is going to be a tough one. So that's my army. We'll quickly set up the table and we'll roll to see which game we're going to be playing, and we're going to be playing it direct from the SM Battle Reports list as well, so it's going to be a reasonable representation of what I will expect next month. So let's have a look at the next part. So here we have the table that we are using today. Plenty of big terrain. Because this is an SN game, we have predetermined locations for the Maelstrom markers, because there are 3 objectives within this game. We have a primary, a secondary, and a tertiary. The primary is an Eternal War mission, which we are doing Beachhead for. So this is the one where there are 3 objectives, 1 additional objective in the middle, which is worth 2 points to either opponent, and then 1 in each of your deployment zone, and it is Dawn of War, by the way. And each one in your deployment zone is worth 1 point to yourself or 3 points to your opponent. The secondary is Visions of Victory. So this is a fun one. This is where you have up to 4 objectives and you have to pull 2 out each time, and your opponent picks which one you're going to keep and try to achieve. So it makes a bit of fun. I think we will probably have a pretty good laugh about this one. It's also the objective, the mission where you can remove some of your cards. So Night Lords have removed Advance, Domination, Behind Enemy Lines, Psychological Warfare, Blood and Guts, and Priority Orders Received. And the Orks have removed Scour the Skies, Witch Hunter, Domination, Assassinate, Psychological Warfare, and Priority Orders Received. There's quite a few crossovers there. So now we know what we're going to be doing, we now need to decide who's going to be on which side of the table. So it's a straight roll off now to see who picks. So I've got...
I can't beat that.
I picked up the wrong dice. So Alex has got a 4. I'm going to use his, and I'm going to roll to see if I can beat that. So I've got a 5, so I'm going to get to choose. That's not what I want, because I really want to be player 1, but we shall see. So we have deployment. So Orcs got to deploy first, and there is this mass of green vehicles all around here. There's even more guys down there, because this dude, this flying thing, creates a bubble of invulnerable save. Because Alex is convinced that I'm going to steal the initiative.
I'm convinced on it.
Yeah, you are?
I'm convinced you're going to see.
Well, I'll let everyone who's watching know my luck of the dice lately has been appalling.
Yeah,
I'm normally known for good luck.
Yeah, that's it.
It's not happening.
It's going to come back.
Yeah, and then around this side of the table, there's 2 squads of little guys.
They've got a simple
So
job.
this is the deployment. Now, if I just pan around, he's used the teleporter, and he's got a battle wagon full of blokes in it. So apparently there's a certain power level. Do you remember what it is?
I think under 20.
Under 20, and it can be a vehicle. And if it's a vehicle, you put the guys inside. They all come in.
Yeah, all still counts.
So that wasn't very nice. So I've also got Alex to explain how fast these things can move. So this bike squad have got a threat range right the way over to around about here on my side of the table, and everywhere else on the table with no problem at all. So I do need turn 1. So I've tried to deploy as defensively as I can, and I've been hearing about all the stratagems that they've got with longer consolidates and stuff like that. So because I'd already selected my objective marker to be here, I kind of feel like I need to castle. So I've put the Dirodeo in the middle, and he's conferring a 5-up invul in a bubble around. So both of these tanks have got a 5-up invul. 2 squads of Chaos Space Marines to try and act as a screen for a very short while. And then my 2 characters, the Sorcerer and the Chaos Lord, are inside this. And then to try and just keep something alive if he gets turn 1 and it all goes well, I've got the Leviathan, the Havocs, and 1 squad of Marines over here. And the reason for that is his objective is here. So that is the table. I'm pretty scared, I've got to say. I'm pretty, I feel psychologically like I've lost already. But I'm going to try and sort myself out by powering up, and I'm going to steal the initiative. It's not I'm going to try, I am going to steal the initiative. Yes! No, it's not. Alex couldn't see it. It is a 5. So, over to you, sir.
Yeah.
Good luck, turn 1. Let's see what happens. So, it's objective card time. Let's see what you get. So, you pull 2, and I pick which one you're going to have.
Pull 2, I wonder which one.
So, hold the line and defend objective 5.
I'm sat on 5, it's right smack bang in the line.
So, I think I will let you keep hold the line, because you can't achieve it in the first turn. So, let's throw that one away. What's next?
So next we got, give him some Dakar, or grab the loot. Okay, so fun ones regardless.
So roll a d6 when this tactical objective is generated. Score 1 victory point if you control the objective marker corresponding at the end of this turn.
Not 5, well, that's the one I'm on. So.
No. Give them some Dakar. Score 1 victory point. I'm going to let you keep. Give them some Dakar.
Sounds more fun, so yeah, it's fine.
I know you're going to get it because you're going to kill.
Well, at least I've got to work for that one.
Yeah,
that
it's
one
not free.
I can
It's not
sit
given,
there and get
is
that,
it?
can't I? So.
Right.
We've got supremacy and behind enemy lines. Ooh.
3 enemy units within my deployment zone. Ooh, let's have a quick look.
I can do that.
You can do that. And supremacy, you hold 3 objectives. You can do that as well. So this one scores D3 and that scores D3. So these, in the SN games, these score 2 if it's D3.
Yep.
I think behind enemy lines because there's some doubt. Because your flyer doesn't count and you need to trigger your blokes that are going to teleport, don't you?
Quite
so
right.
we'll get rid of supremacy.
Okay.
These are all achievable. This is scary.
Yeah. Big game hunter.
Yeah, okay.
Defend objective.
Defend
2.
objective 2. Objective 2 is there.
It's not
I'm going to give you defend objective 2.
Point
I'll take away big game hunter because I've got a
There
few
you
of
go.
those. So that's it. Let's now get on with movement and see where we end up. So we're halfway through the turn 1 movement phase, and these guys played a 2 command point stratagem, and they're already on me.
Yes, that
Followed up.
was just detachment speed free one.
That is
Cult
just
of speed, so they got 2
cult of
CP
speed.
to, instead of advancing, they double their movement.
That
so
is
they've got 30
insane.
seconds to move.
That is absolutely insane. So we've interrupted because now these things that can teleport are going to have a go. So what do they need to do?
First one is it's 4 up normally, but it's a 3 up because it's the evil sons get +1 to advance. So he's not at the moment.
He's not.
At the moment.
Do you want to use a CP to reroll?
So I'm going to
So
reroll
CP
that one.
reroll.
So
So
he is
he's
going.
successful. So that puts you down to 7. Seven command
yeah.
points.
Same with the other one there then. So the back one is as well.
It is as well.
So they're both
Okay.
teleporting in a minute.
I've already used 2 command points for prepared positions because there's a lot of DACA coming in, so I'm on 6. So, okay, let's finish the rest of the movement. So, on a 4-up, they take a mortal wound for doing this. So this guy,
no, he's good.
He does. Did you want to do a reroll for this one to give him a mortal wound?
No.
Okay. So how many wounds do they start with?
They start with 8 wounds. They don't diminish, which is quite cool about V-bodies.
Yeah, no, that is. Really like it's a bit like dreadnoughts, isn't it? They don't diminish either.
They're squishy as all hell, but they do hit relatively hard, and as you can see, they're very quick.
That's insane. Okay, so he's on 1 wound less now. Okay, let's finish it. So the movement phase is finished. We've got a squad of the little dudes just hanging about here. These guys have consolidated forward. They're definitely holding that. This squad here with the weird boy have moved forward. There's a jump coming in a second. And the flyer has positioned himself so that he'll be covering them when they jump into this position, because they've got defend objective 2. So this will be quite interesting to see what happens now. So if we go straight into the psychic phase, what warp charge is to jump?
It's 7. He's got +2 if he's surrounded by.
So you're looking for a 5. So double 1.
If it goes over 10, he takes mortal wounds.
Double 1.
5, 6, 7.
That's what you needed. Okay, so you can reposition them over here, and then we'll be straight back for shooting. Okay, so this is where they ended up. Now we're going to go straight into the shooting phase. What's going to die first then, Alex?
So we're going to start with the shock jump dragster.
Yes.
He will fire both of his shots into.
5 up to shooting, 4 up to combat.
Toughness 8, yeah?
Toughness 8.
So we'll go copy him then. There's 2 shots. So 2 shotgun dragsters have the Git Finder squig, so they hit on 3.
That's orcs. Wrong. That's wrong that orcs can hit on a 3.
3 up. So that'd be 2 hits. Strength 8, so 4 to wound.
That'd be 2 wounds.
Well-known luck there.
Yeah, Alex is a bit of a drag to get on the quiet. So 5 ups.
Yeah.
Oh, AP what?
A -3.
-3.
-3, yeah.
Okay, well I played the stratagem for +1, so my 2 up goes to a 5 up, back to a 4 up. Yep. So 4 up armour save then instead of my invuln. So I made them both.
Then the ring rocket as well, so that hits on a 4. No, it doesn't hit now. That's an orc firing that one.
Right, okay. So that ballistic skill 5 then for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then,
so it's just that main gun.
Yeah, it's got a little grot firing it instead.
Oh yeah. I see.
Yes. Same again. We'll fire that one as well. So we'll do the shotgun as well. Only 1 hit this time.
Command point reroll?
Nah. No wound. And no ring rocket. No.
Missed. Okay, that's more orky. That's. I feel better about that. You happy to go straight on?
Yes. So we'll go to the Megatrack Scrapjet.
So that's this thing here.
That's the one. The one closest.
Is that him, or is that something else? Oh no, it's these. That's these.
Oh, funny names, yeah. So this one is in range of your that thing. Yes. So his gun.
So he's shooting at the Sikaran.
Yes, he'll fire that. Then it's twin big shooters into that squad.
This squad here? Okay, so I'm going to do 1 command point stratagem for in midnight clad.
Yep.
To give you a -1 to hit.
Is that to hit?
That squad.
That squad. Cool. Right, so.
That's the squad that I think here, this squad here,
yep.
that I think you want to clear so that you can try and multi-charge. So that's the one I'm going to try and protect. I may be wrong.
You may be wrong. It was fires 2. There's a big shooter that first, so that's 12 shots.
12 shots.
12 shots going to that squad at midnight.
Is this the first time you've used your new green dice? Or was it just the first time I've seen them?
First time you've seen them. I've used them once before. So, orky, so 6s then. 6s do exactly that. So we've got 2 additional potential hits there. No,
So just the 2.
2 hits, 5. So 3s. 2 there.
And that's AP.
Not for a big shooter now.
And that was against the squad, wasn't it? So that's 2 up then, because of the prepared positions. So they're okay.
There's the copter rockets at
the Sikaran.
So 2d3 shots. 3 shots come out. They are hitting on 5s, they're not squad size. So 1 hit and strength 8.
So 3s, toughness 7.
So we're there at -2.
Okay, so I'm 3 up armour, back to a 5, but back to a 4 because of the prepared positions. That's a save.
It's got 1 ring rocket and +1 against vehicles, so 4s to hit 1.
That's a miss. No rerolls from the characters around here at all?
not
No.
captains.
Okay, so that's this one finished.
That's that one done.
This one?
I believe he's not in range of a nice vehicle target. So
Oh, that's a terrible shame.
it's a shame. So he'll instead fire at the other squad who haven't been night cladded.
Okay, yeah, so you get normal to hit rolls against them.
Yeah, so against target shooters.
Yep. So 5s to hit, 6 is a...
Potential hits.
Okay, so what's that? 3 hits?
3 is the wound. 1 wound.
1 wound. And this is still no 8. Ah, so 2 up. Cool. Oh, okay, so I lost 1. So I will take a guy from right at the end.
Two
here for now.
Rockets again. So 4.
It's getting better.
Getting better. Getting 5s. Only 1 hit. Be 2 to wound though. So is a wound at -3.
Okay, so
2, -2.
-2, so 4 ups then because of prepared positions. Nope, that's another one. Now the dice I'm used to rolling are coming back.
And then wing rocket, so 5s again.
No.
So that's 2 of them.
Okay, so do you have a think for a minute?
Give me a thinky. Little thinky.
So after a bit of thinking, we're now going to go straight to the jet.
Blaster jet.
That's the one.
So,
The flyer.
You get +1 to hit with his smasher gun against the Sakara.
So back to this one again.
D3 shots first.
Oh, it's the 3. Yeah, that's what we're used to.
So 4s this time. Only 1 hit.
1 hit, yeah. Strength.
So it's a funny one. So I've got to roll 2d6 against your toughness, and then it wounds.
Okay, so I'm toughness 7.
So it's toughness 8.
So strength 8, yeah, that wounds.
And that is a -4 on that one.
-4, okay. So I've got the Hellfire Veil on the Deredeo, which is giving a 5 up invuln to this and to this. So I'll take the 5 up invuln. No. So what damage is this going to be?
D6, that one.
I'm going to burn another command point, and that would take me down to 4, I think. And I will try and re-roll that one. No, shouldn't have done it. Never do it. Never do it.
4, I'll take 4, yeah.
Yep. Okay. Let me just put a wound marker on.
Yep. And it's 6 shots.
Okay. Sorry. So 6 shots. Did you say?
So 6 shots. This is just back hit on 5s now.
Okay.
So 5 to hit.
And do you get the Mordaka?
Yeah, everything's more dagger. So 1 dagger. Nope, 2 hits is a strength 8 again, so 3's to wound. Only 1 wound.
AP.
AP -2.
Or are you thinking of re-rolling?
Thinking of re-rolling. How many wounds have you got left after that?
10.
10. Probably not worth it. Yeah, more, so it went up. No. So just
Okay.
the one to save -2.
Okay, so that's a save that time. Okay, hang on a second. So what we've got now, so this is done. This is on 10 wounds, we've double checked. We've got this squad here firing at the In Midnight Clad squad, so 6 to hit. And we've double checked the DACA rule is unmodified rolls of a 6, so my -1 doesn't prevent that, unfortunately.
So 6 is.
Is this all of them or is there more to
It's a
come?
whole lot. So
Oh, crikey.
I've got 6 left.
Right, let's just sort that out.
Yeah.
So that's 11 hits,
Yep.
and here's some more.
Potentially some more here.
2 more?
Yeah, a couple more. Take that.
Okay, so
13 hits.
13. And what strength are these?
These are just strength 4, no AP. So.
Okay, so this is 4 to wound, and then I've got my 2 up saves.
Yeah.
I'll grab some dice.
That would be 6 there, sir.
6. 2 up saves. 1 drops. Is there anything else to fire?
There is the bike, but give me a second for that.
Okay. I've never seen so much dice rolling in my life. So this squad here,
Yep.
there's 2 guys, him and him, who can't see the squad of 3. And he's trying to clear the path for the charge. So they're going to shoot at the squad with Midnight Clad, but the rest are shooting at these 3, and that is 48 shots.
48.
You've decided not to do Mordaka because you think that should be enough.
It's not the end of the world if I don't still make the charge. It'd be a juicy bonus if I kill them, sort of thing.
Yeah, I think with 48 shots you probably should.
Yeah. So
In fact, they should go home if they don't.
so these are 5s on these ones.
Right.
So this plus another 8.
Okay, let's count. So he's rolled the extra 8, and there's a heap more. So at the moment, there is 16 hits so far, 10 of which qualify for Daka. And that gives you another 2, 4, 5 hits. So 21 hits out of 48 shots on a 5 up to hit. I don't think that's bad.
I think it's alright, yeah.
And these are strength.
These are 5 these ones.
Oh, so 3's to wound.
But no AP.
No AP. But weight of fire, that's a lot. And that's that many 2 up armor saves. I lost 1. I dropped 1. No, I just dropped 1 model. I'm happy with that. Now do you wish you did more Daka?
No.
No, you're not bothered. So I'm going to pop that guy off. And then we've got 2 more guys to shoot at the squad within Midnight Clads, only hitting on 6s. Let me just get my dice out of the way. Go for it. So it's still pretty good.
Roll it back straight away. That's
No.
4 hits. 3 to wound. Only
2. So this is the ones with -1 to hit, hence why only the 6s hit. And they saved because of the 2-up saves at the moment. Okay, that was a lot of DACA. And if I had a quick glance at the dice that I'd rolled, without that, I would have still lost 1 on this squad, and that squad of 3 would have been, well, if they were a squad of 10, they'd have been gone, I think. Is that it for shooting?
That's it for shooting. We are charging now.
So no charges, no, my turn?
Yeah, my turn.
Yeah. Okay, let's have a quick think about where he's going to charge first and with what.
Yep.
Okay, so the first unit charging is this one into the Leviathan. So I have 2 butcher cannons, that's 16 shots. Looking for 6s. I have 3 6s. Strength 8, so 3s to wound. So 2 wounds, AP -1.
So 5 ups.
No, and that's 4 damage, so 2 each.
So 4.
And now you need to fail the charge. Do you get like re-rolls with these as well?
If they've got here we go as well, so you roll any of the charge dice, and the evil sun's the +1, so 8.
So you need to roll an 8.
Nope, so I'll
No.
roll both of them.
Okay. 7. No.
So
So
same again for the next one.
same again. Bear with me. Okay, so 16 shots at the other one as this one failed to make it in. 2 hits. 1 wound, -1. Made that one. So, does he make the charge? 7.
So
He needed an 8.
Roll the 1 dice then.
Okay, it's going to be a 1.
It's going to be a 3.
Be a 1.
Ooh, you
Nah,
better
he's in.
before I do it.
He's in. Okie dokie. So now the only other charge is these bikes, and you're charging the 2 squads, yeah?
Yes.
Just the 2 squads.
Consolidate 2d6. I've declared the tank as well, I suppose.
It's quite a big
Well,
move
it's
to get
quite a big
through,
gap,
but
isn't it?
it's potential.
I might as well.
I know you're going to try and consolidate onto them,
Yeah,
which in
but-
theory you might well be able to do.
Yeah, go on, I'll declare that it's a car.
You sure?
Yeah.
I get lots of shooting.
Yeah, I'll risk it. Orcs risky.
Okay, let me get some dice. I'm hoping it's going to hurt, but anyway, so 8 shots, Overwatch with the twin accelerator autocannons. So just the 1 hit, strength 7, so that's a wound, AP -1.
That's one, so 5 up.
So that's 2 damage to someone. 2 las cannons,
Oh!
2 hits, 2 wounds, AP -3. So the first one, so this is the one that's damaged, does 2.
Yep.
Does that kill him?
Yeah, it goes 1.
And then the other one does 6. So 2 bikes down. Alright, I'm loving this. Then 3 shots from the heavy bolter. No hits from there. Then I've got the squads. So I will do 1 crack grenade. Well, I'll do them both together. So 2 models from each unit will do crack grenades. Nope. And then that leaves 4 guys. 3, 6, 8 shots with bolters, rapid firing, with 2 hits,
That's 5.
5s to wound, 1 wound.
4 up.
Nope, 1 wound done. Do you know what? I'll take that.
Can you roll it now? It's okay.
Yeah, it's going to let's roll a nice double 1 now.
Oh, quite the opposite.
Oh no. Let's see where they end up. And this is what it looks like after the charge. There was a little bit of movement around because they had to keep contiguously. They had to be within 2 inches of each other. It was more of a struggle than we thought it would be, but hey ho, he's tagged all 3 units. He's hoping to kill both of the units of troops, and then that shuts down this vehicle. But we'll see. So if you're ready, if you know how many attacks you've got, we can crack straight on. Or...
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll do the boss off first.
Right. So he's the one that's fighting the Sikaran here, yeah?
Actually, yeah, why not?
Or not? Ooh,
No,
decisions.
I'll tap the squad of 3 that I've started to whale up on.
Okay,
So 3 chops. 3 chops, hit on 3s.
it's 3 hits.
Strip 7, so 3s. Oh, hello.
AP,
-1.
so 4 ups. Okay, so 1 dice from that. That leaves 1 left in the squad. That's just the champion that's left.
Then 6 attacks going into the
same guy.
Yeah.
Okay. And have these got any AP or anything?
No, these are just slogging in.
Okay.
4 to so 3 more.
3. Okay, I happen to have 3 in my hand, so 3 ups then. No, he's dead.
Right,
So that's a shame. That is a shame. Okay. So next we have over here 3 guys into the squad of 4 remaining.
6.
So these are about shooting and tying up, aren't they?
Yeah, the boss not going to do a bit of damage, but they're harassing units. So 3 hits. 4 again.
Just the one.
I
Command point.
don't want you to pass it. Yeah, go on. 1 wound.
Sure.
Yeah.
Saved. Okay. So my chance is to fight back. So I've got 3 normal guys, then I've got the champion and a chainsword. So hitting on 3s, wounding on 5s because your toughness 5.
Yes, 5 yes.
2 wounds.
4 ups. And that polished off the 1-on-1 wound.
Okay. Is morale going to be an issue for these at all?
It could certainly be.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, morale for me, I don't have to worry about over here. But anyway, let's finish the other fights first. So we have also got this fight here. So how many attacks does this beast get? Is he nasty in combat?
Oh, God heavens no.
You'd forgotten he was in combat, hadn't you?
He's done his job, he's just tying you up.
Right.
So you've got 4 attacks in combat, hitting on 5s. Got hit.
Yep.
He is.
It's going to be 5 ups, whatever, because I'm toughness 8.
Oh, we got hit, and mine's 1.
I saved. Okay, so I get 4 attacks back, which all hit. I think I'm strength 8, but I will check in a second. Yes, so 3 wounds, no AP because I got no close combat.
Ooh.
Saved them all, loving life. Have we got any pilings to do? We'll do that off camera. So these guys are leadership 7. They've lost 4, so a 1, 2, or a 3, and they're safe. Of course, you could spend 2 command points to auto pass. That's an option.
No.
No. Okay. A 3, so they're okay. No more. And sadly, this guy's trapped. So I wanted to lose 1 more model. I really wanted to fail that save. I should have used the command point to lose it, shouldn't I? In hindsight. But yeah, if this guy had died, I could then fall back out of the combat and then unload everything else other than the Sikaran, of course, at them. But hey, we live and we learn. There's always a possibility. Right, so that's the end of your turn. With no more morale checks to make, let me have a think about what I'm going to do in the bottom half of... Oh yes, scoring. So
starting to defend 2.
Okay, that started. Behind enemy lines.
Leave on 1 for that. Oh no, his bike will probably...
So you need 3 units fully within. So at the moment you've got these 2 are within. They're not fully within, and they're not wholly within.
No, not quite.
That's a shame. Not quite.
Not quite.
I kind of knew it because of where the positioning was with the building.
Quite get
So you get 1 point for that. What else have we got?
Give him some Daka. I didn't kill anything in the shooting phase.
So you didn't?
No, I didn't. I know. No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
Oh, hold on, I can't get it right now. So I just got behind enemy lines, I'm starting to defend, and I got first strike.
So 2 points. Let's put the green one in there. 2 victory points to begin with. Okay. Well, whilst we're here, shall we see what cards I get?
Oh, should I discard it? Hold on.
Oh, yes. Something to get rid of? Hold the line, maybe?
No, I can do that one quite. I might actually get rid of it because I don't fancy him shooting.
Okay.
I'll get rid of that one.
Alright, that's fair enough. Alright then, so my first 2 cards. I have Secure Objective 1 and the Will of Chaos. So Secure Objective 1, from memory, is that one.
You are scoring that one at the moment.
Technically I am. And the Will of Chaos, roll a d6. Let's roll that one. Number 5.
Oh, you can have that.
Victory points. So this great.
So all my weird boys plopped his bum on.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm keeping that one, getting rid of that one.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel so salty doing this.
Well, you are salty. Area denial, and for the Dark Gods. So score 1 victory point if an enemy unit is destroyed or fails a morale test.
Yep.
Or area denial.
Area, I think you've already also going to get that because it's 6, isn't it, for the first?
6 for 1.
So you already got that, and you will obviously shoot one as well. But you keep the shooting was not a D3, wasn't it?
No, it's just 1.
At least you got
so
one.
area denial goes. Let's see what the next 2 are. defend objective 2 and defend objective 3. Now that's quite interesting because 2 and 3 are this one and this one. I'm guessing I'm going to have defend objective 2 because you're already trying to defend that.
Yes.
Right, let's have a look. So 3 goes. And finally, secure objective 6 or the long war.
You can have to do it 6.
So 6 is the one right over there.
Yes.
Okay, so that's I think that's a bit tishy because because you had the opportunity to score all of yours.
This whole mission was tishy.
But hey, that's the way it goes, isn't it? Right then, and of course it'll also be about the Eternal War mission of holding the other objectives. But at the moment, you're technically, if you kill my troops, you're holding that one. I need to do something about that. Let me have a think what I'm going to do. So a slight addendum, got carried away, forgot that this thing can fight. And they're not too bad. So they have weapon skill 4 up, which is crazy, and they get 4 attacks. It's still in its top bracket. So 4 attacks on a 4 up, and it's got 4 hits. Its strength 6, and its weapon is AP -3. So let's see, so 3 ups to wound. So 4 wounds, AP -3. So that kills 2, because they're 2 wounds each, aren't they?
The boss is 3, so I might take 1 and put 2 wounds on the boss. So he's alive and it doesn't alter the morale too much.
It'll mean another guy will die to morale though.
But I can kill, maintain the track on it.
Okay, so 1 will get killed. How many wounds on him? 2 wounds.
1 wound left now.
Okay. And then morale will kill another one, because you rolled smack on, didn't you?
Yeah.
Now you have got the option, if you'd prefer to have not and used 2 command points to pass morale, you can put him back on. I'm happy to give you the choice because your decision was made on losing 4, not 5.
Yeah.
It's your call. I'm happy either way. I'm happy to see 2 command points get used, or I'm happy to have another guy lost.
I've still locked it down, and I've still can't be shot. In theory, can't be shot, so I'm happy to leave it at that.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Final answer. So 2 guys were killed. Sorry, 1 in combat though. Yes.
Yeah.
I got a feeling, and I'm just double checking because it's been a while since I've played this thing. On a roll of a 5 up, I think I can heal a wound. So let's have a look. It's a 2, so it doesn't happen. Okay, so the movement phase is done. I think Alex has made a mistake. I understand what he did and why he did it, to keep this guy alive, to make sure that the morale wasn't as bad. But I've jumped out with my Psyker. Now if I can do a smite, he'll go, that will unlock this thing in the shooting phase. And so I haven't moved, because if I'd fallen back it would make no difference. The Chaos Lord has jumped out as well, very bravely, in case he needs to charge in. And the Spartan, and obviously I want the rerolls of 1, and the Spartan has moved forward as well, because it's actually quite tasty in combat if it needs to be. I've left this one here, he's got a line of sight through to this thing here, because I'm going to try and deal with that if I can. Obviously these guys could not move. Over here, the Leviathan has fallen back, but I've actually fallen forward, because I want to get a little bit closer and push out, because remember there's still a battle wagon can drop in, so I'm just trying to push him a little bit further back. The Havocs have moved forward because of course they can now move and shoot without any penalty, and this squad have moved forward. They're now within range of these guys to start trying to pick away the odd man or 2. I'm still very conscious that we've got the jumps still can be done and a dirty great squad here, but one thing at a time. So I'm going to start off with psychics. So the most important psychic that I can cast this turn is Smite. Now you've not got anyone within 24 inches and you've got no other means to stop me. So I'm looking for a 5. I really need a 5. So that's a 10. So that's D3 mortal wounds. So that's 2 mortal wounds. So he goes. Yeah, so he's gone. And then 1 on any one of these? Okay. That's the important thing. That thing's now unlocked for the shooting phase. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Prescience on the Spartan. So give it +1 to hit. That is Warp Charge 7. Let's see what that is. So that's in. And then I'm going to spend 1 command point for the Great Sorcerer. And I'm going to give Delightful Agonies to the Spartan, which is because everything is Marcus Slanesh, and that will be a 5 up, feel no pain.
Lovely.
That's not enough, I don't think. Delightful Agonies is a warp charge value of 6. So command point wasted, but them's the breaks. So just going to tidy things up and then get straight back for some shooting. Okay, let's see if the Night Lords can do a bit of Dakar now. So we're going to start off. I am spending 1 command point on Veterans of the Long War on these guys. So that's +1 to my wound rolls. Okay, and they are now going to open fire at this guy here. So, sorry, this guy here. So that's 4 autocannons. Are there any minuses to hit you or anything like that? So hitting on 3s. Dropped a few there. So strength 7, toughness 6. So 3, so 2 ups to wound. So 4 wounds, AP -1. Each one is 2 damage.
3 5 ups.
Oh,
He's alive!
he made. So he's on 2 wounds.
2 wounds left.
And then a single bolt gun shot. Missed. Okay, that's a shame. Because I really wanted to kill this thing. And then I would endless cacophony against this one, but that's still possible. We will see. So whilst we're over here, what's his armor save?
Only 4 up.
Okay. Ooh, yeah, I'm going to fire 5 bolt guns back across at him instead of targeting these dudes. What's their leadership over here?
Oh, 5 or 6. They'll run around like all.
And do they get the bonuses from?
No, they're just.
I'm going to carry on and do 5 shots at them.
Yeah.
I'm going to trust endless cacophony. So 4 hits,
2s,
4 wounds.
4 dead.
Do they not have saves?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's. You're probably right, but I wasn't expecting nothing, but no, 4 dead. Okay, that's a start. Okay, so now coming across here, do you have anything, a stratagem like lightning fast reactions like the Eldar get?
I've got one I can use in my movement phase, but it's no good now. So.
And this guy's got a 5 up invuln?
5 in one, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go to the Sakaran. He is unloading everything at him. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shots. So 3s to hit, re-rolling 1s. So normally -1, but the twin accelerator autocannon doesn't get the minus against fly. But I did roll a couple of 2s and 1 to re-roll, but still a miss. So strength 7, AP -1, but 6s are AP -3 if I get any. So 2 at -3, so 4 wounds.
4 5
Made 1, so that's 6 damage.
Which one is 6?
Okay, next he has 2 las cannons, hitting on 4s. 1 hit, 1 wound.
Nope.
How many wounds has he got left?
6 left.
Not anymore.
Hey. He does not.
He doesn't blow up. Okay. What I was hoping for was if this guy had blown up and took a couple guys from here, there was a slim chance that I could have pistol shotted out the others. I'm still going to pistol shot them. In fact, there's no time like the present. Let's do 4 shots with pistols at your bikes.
Yep.
Re-rolling 1s because the Lord is just here. So that's still a miss. So 3 hits, 5s to wound.
Yes.
Just the 1 wound.
4. No, he makes
Yeah, he made that. Okay, I'm going to have a think. Right, I'm going to be really horrible now. We've just measured, and the Spartan can just reach this thing there. So he's going to fire 6 heavy bolters at him. He's then going to fire 1 set of quad cannons at this first blasty thing, and 1 set at the second blasty thing. So we'll start off with the heavy bolters at the 2 wound thingy over there. So hitting on 2s because of prescience, and re-rolling 1s because of the Lord. So they all hit strength 5, toughness 6, 5 ups to wound. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 at -1.
Oh, so 5 ups again.
He's gone.
He's got either way, yeah.
Does he go pop?
He can pop, yeah.
No, that's good. All right, that's good. So that's 1 dealt with. Happy about that. Now we've got quad las cannons. So 4 las cannons at this first one, hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. Strength 9, 3s to wound.
Ooh.
Oh,
That changes things a bit.
only 1 wound.
No, I'm saying.
Okay, so d6 damage, 5 damage.
Don't like your last hands.
No, I can imagine most people don't like them. It's a shame that 2 didn't get through, really.
It's a shame, yeah, I was rooting for you.
But you were rooting for me. But in fairness, if any of them's going to survive, that's the better one, because the Deredeo can see him, but can't see him. So this one I now need to kill. So 4 quad las at that one. 4 hits. 3s to wound. 2 wounds. Straight through? 7 wounds.
1 wound left.
Wow. Okay.
Might be 2, double check, either way is nice.
Okay, let me have a think now what the Deredeo is going to do. It's 2 wounds left, is it? Okay.
You did 5, didn't you? So he's got 4.
Yes. Okay. Okay, let me think. Okay, I know what needs to be done. Did I do these guys? The pistols? I did, didn't I? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to do the Deredeo next, and just to be sure, I'm going to put everything that he's got. No, I'm not. I'm going to put the butcher cannons into him, and I'm going to put the heavy bolters into this squad here and start bringing them down. So 6 shots with the heavy bolters, hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s because I didn't move, of course. So strength 5, 3s. So 5 at AP minus 1. Yeah. The 5 dead. Morale's still not an issue for them.
Each at 16 at the moment.
Yeah. So that's fine. There's not enough that you can remove to stop you defending that objective, of course, but hey, these things happen. And then, of course, there's the butcher cannon that needs to deal with this thing here. So I need to get 2 wounds through on it, unsaved wounds. So 8 shots. Reroll the 1s because of the Lord. So that's 8 hits. Strength 8. 3s to wound. AP minus 1. So that's 4 wounds.
5 ups again. Ooh.
5 ups. So that's 2 fails.
So what's the damage with it?
2 each.
That's the last gun fire round, is it?
That's my last gun at this given time. I do still have endless cacophony.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they can see him or reach him.
I've got 6 that I'm going to try, because if I can save, I can save him, can't I? So.
Yep.
He survived.
It's on 2 wounds. See, that's what happens when you split fire.
Never
Okay,
split fire.
I'm going to do some measuring up and see what needs to be done. Okay, so I'm going to break all my own rules and split fire. So one of these guys here can see that one, and he's about a millimetre out of range. But 2 guys can see him, but I'm only going to shoot one of them. So I'm going to split fire. So with endless cacophony, which is the last of my command points, I'm going to split fire. So 1 guy is going to fire over at those, and 3 guys plus the sergeant are going to fire at here, and the sergeant's going to throw a crack grenade. So, which is what I should have done last time. So let's start off with, this is the important one. I need to kill this thing. So 2 shots, hitting on 3s, 1 hit. Wounding on 2s because I still got veterans going. And no command points left to reroll. This game is a funny old game. 6 shots at this other thing. Only 2 hits. What's happened? This is the dice rolls I've been getting lately. 2s to wound.
Oh no.
1 wound. Yeah. Yeah, and he saves it. Right, let's throw a crack grenade. So I hit with the crack grenade. Strength 6, toughness. So 4s down to 3s because of veterans. 1 wound, AP minus 1.
Yeah, I got for it.
D3 damage. 1 damage. Okay. I gotta have a think now, and maybe a lie down.
Research your life.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a lie down as well, and a little cat nap or a power nap. Let's see. Back in a sec. Okay, so charge phase now. There are reasons to and not to do these things, but this squad of havocs are going to try and charge this dude. So
Shock rifle on top. Nope. Wing rocket. Nope.
no. So it's a 9. I'll leave that here, and I'll move them in a minute. Then over here, I have some more charges to do.
Yep.
So I'm going to start off with the Lord is going to try and charge in with a 12. He's well in. Let's pop him there. This thing, the Sikaran, is going to try and charge. So he's in. Let's move the dice out of the way. Pop him to there. I haven't got enough room, I don't think, to get the Spartan in, but I am going to put the Sorcerer in, just for an extra bit. So he's in as well. Okay, so that's it for charges. Let's resolve some fights. And it looks like this. I've managed to get around. These are still within 2 inches of each other. So I've stopped it from moving. Now that does mean that I'm not likely to kill him, and it will tie me up for next turn. But it does mean that with the way I've been rolling, if I'd left him to either to come out and move and advance, he could then jump somewhere else, or he could charge this one if I didn't lock him up. And I'd rather not have the Leviathan locked up again. So it also just pushes out any more of this deep striking battle wagon another inch or two that way if it comes in over there. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know where it's going to be. But, so let's start with there. I have this many attacks. So that's that many hits. I need 5s to wound you. So that's 1 wound to save, sir. Nope, so down to 5 wounds. Okay, let's move across to the other side. Oh, if I can get this dice to stand. Okay, so over here, I'm going to start with the Lord, I think. So he's base 4 attacks. He's got the Intoxicating Elixir, which sounds very fancy, doesn't it? Which gives him +1 strength and +1 attack. So he'll get 5 attack. In fact, I have to start with the charging unit. I'm going to start with the Sikaran, because if he kills something, he might heal wounds. So let's do it in the right order. 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. Only the one. I only need to do 1 wound. 3's the wound. It's because I was trying to take the glory from the Lord, wasn't it? Alright, so back to the Lord. Hitting on 2s. Re-rolling 1s because of himself. Strength 5, hitting on 4s. So 3 wounds, no armour adjustments because he's just got a chainsword.
4 ups.
So 1 wound. So that kills this dude here. Let's get him out. Now, if I pile in 3, I think, let me just get a tape roll, I think I can almost make it and still be in. Yes, I can. So that's fine, because I thought the Sorcerer was not going to be able to fight then. So the Sorcerer, I think, gets 3 attacks from memory. I should probably check, just to be sure. I'm sure of it. 3 attacks. Hit on 3s. No rerolls. So that's 1 wound. His weapon is strength 5. These are toughness 5, aren't they? Yeah. So just the 1. -1, I think. And I think it's D3. Again, I will triple check. 3. So that kills another guy. Yeah. Any particular one? I'm going to try and not give him a chance to fail morale, because I've also got now I can pick 1 unit that's already in the combat. So the Chaos Space Marines. Oh, look at that, 4 1s. Re-rolling 1s. That's all hits. 5s to wound. Oh, no wounds. So you get to fight back with your 1 dude.
On the squad.
He's only got the squad, to be fair.
1 hit. 1 wound.
1 wound. So 3 up save. Saved. Okay. And you do get to fight back over here.
4 5s.
Nope, nothing. Okay, so morale. Will he auto pass? Auto fail? Because you could spend 2 command points to keep him.
And 2 bikers. He leaves 6. So we'll go for it to that. Not that.
He's dead. Okay.
He drove off.
Command point to reroll?
Yeah.
No. Okay. So I'll do my consolidates in a minute, because I'm going to consolidate forward. So that'll be the end of my phase. I'll come back to that. Scoring wise, have I scored anything? I've scored First Blood. For the Dark Gods, score a victory point if an enemy unit was destroyed or failed. And I think that's it, isn't it? Yeah. Yes. So I am going to throw away, so objective 5 is there. I'm going to throw away the Will of Chaos. So I've still got secure objective 6 and defend objective 2. So that's the end of my turn. And of course, you score another 2 points because you've just defended objective 2. So at the At the end of battle round 1, it is 4-1, 4-2 to the
Orks.
To the Orks, and of course we will have to split these points down for the different rules for primary, secondary, and tertiary. But at least we know where we are. I have no command points left, and you have 5.
Yep.
And you've got reserves.
We
All right.
You've got reserves as well.
Oh yeah, I've got the Raptors in reserve. So battle round 2, player 1. So turn 2, Alex needs to pull 3 more objectives. So defend objective 1 or
secure objective 4. So 1 is the one you want there, 4 is there.
I think I'll let you have defend objective 1.
40 might.
That feels like slightly justified.
Here we go. Wow.
So 1 victory point if 3 or more Orc units make a charge move.
Quite doable.
Yeah, okay, so what am I going to be able to get rid of?
Secure objective 1.
I think I'll let you have secure objective 1. There's something about, and the thing is though,
very important under there.
however, that is also worth 3 points to you at the beginning of your phase if you hold of your turn if you hold it.
Yeah, if I hold it. Defend objective 6.
Okay, so I need something good to give you instead.
Kingslayer. Which one's your lord again?
My warlord is the Lord.
Ooh.
Okay, and he stood on objective 1.
Interesting.
I'm going to let you have Kingslayer. Because he's gonna go in the truck in a minute if he's not dead. Right, so that's yours. Kingslayer, secure objective 1, defend objective 1, hold the line, which you can do because you've got 3 units in there now. Oh, did we need to do morale for these guys?
Ooh,
You lost 4.
Each is 4, so.
Oh, if you roll a 6, they're all dead. Or or 2 command points to keep them alive, but 4 more.
It's a 4 more drop, but that's fine. So they are alive 2. There's still 2 units up, 3 units I'm going to have them.
Yes. Just don't move your weird boy forward.
All these guys move the rest of them back. 1, 2, 3. Who's moving forward?
Yeah, no, but I mean, if those had died, you'd need to have kept them back.
Yeah. That will
So.
be the case. Yeah.
Okay, well that's going to be an easy point for you. All right, back to the movement. So this is where we are at the end of the movement phase. It's quite an interesting move. You can see that this thing has deep struck in. I've accidentally made it harder because of the way I've positioned my tank. Of course, he can't come within 9 inches of here. It's actually technically it's within 9 inches, but it's 13 inches to reach the Spartan to come around. But he can do it because he gets 3d6 with a stratagem and he'll get +1, so he physically can do it, and that doesn't break the rules because he wants him to eat the Overwatch before this guy piles in. Then we've got these things have moved forward. I'm gutted I didn't kill those 2.
Yeah.
They should be dead. They could soften me up big time. And of course this big blob squad have come forward as well, so he's going to try and finish off all of my troops, and then all the meaty characters are there. Over here obviously couldn't move. This squad have moved forward because this is worth 2 command points, 2 victory points next turn if he's still alive there. And these guys are back here holding this one for 1. So let's move straight on into the psychic phase because you're now within smite range.
Yeah, this is a simple smite into those marines there. You get +1 because of the 10 math.
Yep.
4 + 1 is 5.
Okay, so I'm going to try and deny it, but I'm going to roll it and then we'll measure up to see if I'm within 24, just to save stopping it.
You do
So
stop.
I do stop it if I'm within 24. Would you mind measuring? So my psyker is here. So if I hold it onto the psyker's base,
Another one of those just out.
just outside,
Just
yeah, I
out.
can see he's out. That was, yeah, a bee's doodahs. Okay then, so that's the end of the psychic phase?
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Well, the smite damage, so.
Oh yeah.
It's 3.
3.
Big 3 on the squad.
I'm going to have to lose this guy. Wow. Actually, he'll do, because that doesn't leave enough room for him to get through until you kill him. Okay, that wasn't a good start. Not the start I was hoping for. And here comes the shooting. So we're starting off with this dude here, and this is the warlord, isn't it?
Yeah, Death Killer Water. So he's going to do his twin boomsticks.
Yep.
He's got 3 of them going into that marine face. Now,
Okey
within
doke.
half range, so it's still +1 hit.
Okay.
Sawn off shotguns essentially. The 4's got 3. And the Dapper as well, yeah. No, it's 3.
3, so straight.
It's the 4, so
Okay. 4's to wound.
only 1.
Just the 1.
Yeah.
So let's
No,
go with 3 up. He's saved.
This is the flamer as well. So 5 flames come out.
Okay. Is it heavy or normal?
It's heavy flames, so
threes?
3 to wound. War 5 and -1.
So I need 5 4-ups to keep the marine alive.
You did it.
I'll take that.
Fair enough, okay, straight on then to the Mega Track Scrapjet.
Yeah.
They fire twin big shooters into the bloke.
Yeah.
And the rockets into the Sakara. So
Okay.
So the big shooters first, so the Moxley spy for it.
Well, if I do, this guy's getting a promotion to a Chaos Lord or a champion.
Twin big shooters, looking for 5, 6s explode.
There's a few.
3 potentially more there. No.
Yep.
5 hits, so 5, there's 3s again. Only 3 but fully armed safely.
Okay, 3-ups. Ah, he died. He died. Okay, that's a shame.
He soaked a lot up then.
Right, so his elevation to Chaos Lord or champion is now gone.
Cut short.
Yeah. So promotion over.
So the rockets then? The rocket
Yes.
cannons, so it's 2d3 shots.
And these are at the
Ooh, these are at the.
so 5 shots.
5 shots. Looking for 5s. Not a single one.
Not a single one.
Not a single one.
I'll take that.
The wing rocket hits on a 4. That one hits. Strength 8 with 3 to wound. Is a wound. That is -2.
Okay, so looking for a 5-up because I'm outside of the invulnerable bubble, even though that'd be the same anyway. But nope. Damage. So down to 7. I'm still in my top bracket, believe it or not.
So he will next one will fire everything to the Sakara.
Okay, trying to finish him.
Trying to finish this with big shooters first.
3 hits.
Is it 4? Yeah, 3 hits.
Yeah.
Looking for 5s. 2s.
2. No minus.
2 minus.
3-ups. Saved them.
The wing rocket on a 4. Nope. 2d3 other rockets. 2 shots. 1 hit and a daka. 1 hit. Strength 8, 3s again. No.
Reroll at all? Command point? I need you to burn up those command points because I know he needs 2 for the charge phase.
No. So
Maybe
we'll
3.
cut there, we'll come back to the rest of the shooting.
Okay. Okay, and then we've got 30 shots. Oh, sorry.
We'll do the big shooter first. Go into
Big
the-
shooters here into the Sakaran still.
Dakas done rather, so 5 and 6s. 2 dakas. Ooh, hello. They don't cause additional ones.
No.
Strength 5, so
So
5 again.
5s.
Only 1. No, 1s.
Oh, that's cocked. That's save.
Cool. 30 shots going into the Sakara as well, because they're just close to the Sakara.
Yes, it's really tight on this
Very
corner
tight,
here.
yeah.
Obviously, I'm going to claim that I positioned them like this, but it was all pure fluke, really. So we'll just count these up. And 8 for Daka.
8 for Daka. Ooh,
Wow, another 4.
very daiquiri.
So that's quite a few hits there. So 5s to wound. This is on the Sakaran still, yeah. So go for it.
Not bad.
What have we got there?
5.
5. 3-up saves. Here we come. Save them all. Look,
You have to do it the hard way.
we'll have some of that. So is that all the shooting?
Yes.
Can these guys? Oh, they've only got pistols.
Pistols, they can't do it.
This thing hasn't got a pistol option, has it?
No.
Okay then. So what's going to charge first? Do you know which order you're going to do, or do you want to have a little? Do you want to take a moment?
Take
Or
a
are you-
moment. One of them's very simple, but the other one's a bit more complicated.
Okay. So the first charge being declared is this squad against all 3 units. So let's do some Overwatch. We'll start off with 8 shots from the twin auto cannons. So that's 2 hits. That's 2 wounds. Oh, and actually no, 1 wound because there's strength 7 of these toughness.
Plus 4, yeah.
Toughness 4. Yeah, so it's only 1 wound. Okay, so 2 las cannons. Nope. And 3 heavy bolters. Reroll the 1s. That's a miss. And then both the characters are going to throw frag grenades. So how many shots? That's cocked. So 6 shots in total. 6s to hit. 1 hit. 5 to wound. 1 wound. So 1 night. So 2 in total died. Do you make the charge now? Double 1 followed by double 1, please.
5.
5 will get you in. It'll be enough with a consolidate, or pile-in rather.
If I re-roll the 2 to get 1, will a 4 still get me?
I don't think a 4 will.
I will let that be then.
Okay, let's get them in and see where they end up. So we double checked, a 4 will still get him in, so he wants to re-roll the 2.
I might as well risk it.
It's a good job we checked. Yes. So that literally just gets them into these two characters, and then they'll have the pile-in. So we're going to have to do that quickly.
Yep.
And they look like this before the pile-in. So now this dude is declaring a charge against who?
The two characters.
The two characters. So one's already locked. So I'm going to throw a crack grenade at you with a hit. Strength 6. No wound. That's a shame. That would have been nice just to pin a couple off of him first. So he is in. So that puts him into there.
Yep.
What's next?
Well, the pasty one. The one I
Okay, so that's 2 command point stratagem.
2 CP.
So what's it called?
So it's called ramming speed.
Right.
So for 2 CP, you get an extra D6 charge. So 3D6, and on a 2 up, if I make it, you do more wounds.
Okay, let's do some Overwatch first. So this is 8 las cannons. Looking for 6s. Oh, not a single one. That's typical. 6 heavy bolters just in case. I did get 1 hit with a heavy bolter, strength 5, and a wound. AP minus 1.
5 up then.
And he makes it. That's insulting. Right, so we know that it's 13 inches to get within an inch.
Yes.
Even though you are within 12, so you can declare the charge, it's legal.
Yep.
But you've got 3 dice, but no re-rolls other than using a command point.
So the odds are still
So you
stacked
need...
against me slightly.
Yeah, but it's you rolling the dice.
Let's see what we get. Come on,
12.
So with my CP, obviously.
Yeah, because with the +1...
Oh, no, the 12 plus 1 becomes 13.
Yeah, no, but you needed to roll a 13 to get the charge.
Yeah, that's plus 1 to the charge.
Yeah, I know. I knew you got the +1, but you needed a +1, I think. Do you want to roll? Do you want to measure?
It's what, it might not matter.
No, because you don't want to use a command point if you don't need to.
Have a quick measure then.
Let's do that. Let's check. Come on then.
Assuming so, I was...
I can't remember whether it was with or without.
Well, that's 13, so that's what he's got at the moment. So he'll...
So 13, he's got 12, but remember, you've got to
pivot round a
you've
bit.
got to pivot.
You might...
I had it in my head that you had to roll a 13
Right.
because of your adjustments. That's how I remembered it. But you're going to do it.
What do you think? Do I have to roll it?
I think, let's just remeasure properly. Let me put this down. Well, that was one of the most complicated charge measures that we've had to do, but because of the shape of the vehicle, because of the building, because of the trees, I did remember right, he actually has to roll 13 with the +1 and to get within an inch. So are you going to burn another command point?
Gotta risk it now.
Are you going to re-roll that too? Or do you want to re-roll the 5 just to be exciting?
Well, it'll be exciting. I'll get the... Yeah, but no.
No. So you need a 3, 4, 5 or 6.
Okay, we go. Come on.
It's a 6. It was clearly meant to be. Is it Gork or Mork? Someone was looking down on this. Both of them. So you can just pick him up and chuck him in. Wow, that's a bit frustrating. And I guess this guy here is now going to charge in. Unless you roll double one, even then you might still make it. Easy. That's the last of the charges.
I want to make sure. No, I'm probably clear. I want to come around so much that if I could, I can solve it into that one. So
Ooh.
we'll
Well, you could re-roll because the 5 is in anyway.
Good idea. Or a 6 when that goes, I can do what I want to.
So yeah, so you can pretty much be. You can come over here if you want. no, I take that back. No, you can't. All right then. Let's get straight into it. Where do you want to start? I've got no command points to interrupt.
Let's do the bone break. That's my favourite thing to do. So.
This is what you wait. This is the thing.
This is my
So,
favourite.
did you say that you can do some mortal wounds?
So Rami's got 2 up, you pick D3 mortal wounds on your vehicle. So.
I won.
It's alright, it's alright.
You don't need it.
I don't need that. So he's got 6 attacks base.
Yep.
Plus D6 attacks. Ooh.
12 attacks. It's because he came so fast.
He came so quick. He flies out
16 inches charge in the end, plus 1, 17 inches.
So,
Teleported in, off the rock. Not the one that the Dark Angels are in.
Go rock. So he's hit on
rock,
2s
yeah.
because of the death roller. So yeah,
Nasty.
2s. I think 3 ones.
That's something, I guess. But when you've rolled 12 of them to begin with, it's not so bad.
It's 9.
I'm toughness 8, so 3s. So you dropped another 3.
That is 6 at -2, flat 2 damage.
Alright, so this is 4 up saves then, because I'm 2 up armour.
Ooh.
10 damage.
He nails up.
That's halfway.
Halfway.
So halfway dead.
Okay, so
What's next?
We'll go to the war boss next to him.
So this is the guy, he's the one who can do it, isn't he?
Yes, I didn't have that. My buffing cycle was in there, so he's got the equivalent perfect roll. So it's 4 attacks, hitting on 2s. All hit.
All hit.
He is strength.
They don't get more DACA for close combat? No.
So he's strength 12.
Okay, so 3s.
Again. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, the killer claw he rolls.
Does it?
It does. I'm not making that on the spot.
That sounds like cheese to me.
Superb, yeah, so 3 on. Oh, there you go.
Oh, look, there we go.
4 minus 3.
So 5 ups now. And how much do these do?
3 damage each.
So I've got to save at least 1 to be alive.
You'll save 1.
Save 2.
Even better,
So I'm on 4 damage, 4 wounds left because I'm pretty confident that I start with 20 wounds. It's been a while since I played it. Let me just double check, but I'm pretty sure that it is. Bear with me. Yes, 20 wounds. So I've got 4 remaining. Okay, let's have a pause. Right, so this one's the one that's going to score loads of points if it works, right? So this is the Death Killer War Trike attacking my Warlord.
So 2s, re-rolling because of the Warlord, right?
Who needs a reroll, hey?
It shows 7, so 3s.
3s, yeah.
Re-rolling because of the Stagger.
So everything gives you rerolls. Sounds a bit wrong to me.
So it is 5 there at -2.
And how much damage do these do?
D3 plus 1, because that's his Warlord trait.
Okay, so I've got 5 wounds, and I've got a 4 up invuln save. It doesn't feel... No, so that's a minimum of 6.
Yeah.
2 for each. So he's dead. Slay the Warlord and Kingslayer. And I said off camera just a minute ago, I should have binned Kingslayer for Alex, and I should have let him have the defend objective too, because I forgot I had, 6. I forgot I had my Raptors, and I could be over there and dealing with that. But hey, we make mistakes and we live and we learn. So next is this squad. So we'll pile them in. Let's do that quickly. Okay, so there's going to be 6 attacks against the Sorcerer and 1 guy attacking the Sikaran. So
2 attacks each, so 12 attacks on the Sorcerer. 3s. Not bad.
That's pretty cool.
So that was 4, yeah?
Yep.
4 3s. Not so great.
3. Alright, you're not going to take him down. 3 up armors, so he took 1 wound. Okay, I'll mark that in a minute.
Slap in the tank. 2 hits. 5 to go. Ooh, 2 wounds.
2 wounds on the tank. Now this is important because if you take 1 wound off of him, you bracket him. No, you don't. So I get to fight back now.
Yes.
So, oh actually no, you can still trigger 1 more unit.
Yeah,
so we've got this fight.
Yep, so 4 attacks, 5s.
2 hits.
Stress 5s.
3s.
3s. Oh,
no wounds. Okay. So let's start over here then. Let's do this whilst I'm here. My attack's back. 3 hits in total. Get rid of those. 5s. 1 wound. I did 1 to you last time, so it'd be nice. Just make it easier for in a minute. Okay, so over here we have 4 attacks from the Sikaran into these guys. 3 of them hit. And then it's 3s to wound. Only the 1. On a 5 up, I heal a wound. Yay! So I'm back up 1 wound. So back up to 8. Then I've got 3 attacks from the Sorcerer. He's hit 3 times. And 3s to wound. So that'll be 3 more dead.
Yep.
Because they've only got 6 up saves, haven't they?
Yeah.
So 3 dead. Okay. Well, I feel better about that. Then the only other thing I need to do is just get the rules out for the Spartan. So bear with me. Well, it's quite amusing. So a Spartan weapon skill gets better the more damage it's taken. So it gets 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. So it's hit all. It's strength 8. It is attacking this dude here. How many? What toughness is he?
6.
So 3s to wound. 2 wounds at AP minus 3.
Nope.
So 2 damage. Puts him on to 4. Okay. And that is the end of this phase.
Yep.
So scoring up, what have you got from your objectives?
Well, I did hold the line for 1.
Yeah.
There was 1. I'm not moving on that. Why am I on that? No, nowhere near that.
So now I've still got objective 1 at the moment.
Skirmish wanted to do, and Kingslayer did do. That's for 2, isn't it?
So yeah, so 2, 3.
Yep.
3 primary.
I'll
Okay.
keep 2 1s because good chance
I think so too. So let me just score those up. So I get 2 new cards. What do we get? So I have Hold the Line and Overwhelming Firepower. That works for me because I can score both of those.
Okay, you get less for Hold the Line, didn't you?
Yeah, Hold the Line is just 1. Overwhelming Fire is going to be 2. So we'll get rid of that one. And then to choose between Rise to Glory, so score 1 victory point if at least 1 enemy character, vehicle or monster is killed by a Heretic Astartes character, which is my sorcerer. Or Mission Critical Objective 3. Objective 3. That is there. So right. So I'll auto score that one because
you can try and work with the character.
Try and kill a character, yeah? Okay, that's it. Let's do my movement. I've had to apologise. It's taken me ages to do my movement because I had to think really, really hard. So here, the Spartan has a rule that it can shoot if it's locked in combat, or it can fall back and it can still shoot, and it can charge. So I've moved forward. That's as far as it can move because of the buildings around it. But it's just helping hold that objective for a minute. So I've already scored 1 point at the beginning of this turn. I've now got characters as the closest models, so if I want to, I can shoot at them. I had to fall back with the Sikaran. Because of the positioning, the Sorcerer has fallen back, but couldn't really go any further. And then, of course, the Deredeo is moved across, so he'll be getting the move -1 for moving and shooting, so I mustn't forget that. Over here, I've fallen back from combat with this thing. The Leviathan has moved forward, but maintained range for the flames. I'm continuing to press forward here and try and shoot these guys out, and the Raptors have dropped in. Now even if I shoot some of these out, I know he's going to take the ones that make my charge harder, but it's the only thing to do. So, Psychics. I need to buff the Spartan. I need to get it up to hitting on 4s instead of 5s. So I'm going to try and cast Prescience, which is Warp Charge 7. Perils. And I take 1 wound. So that didn't work. So I'm going to try and help deal with him. So I'm going to try and do Smite. 8. That worked. Are you within 24? Oh, you're not, because I couldn't. Yeah, so D3 wounds. So 3 wounds on him. That helps because he's your warlord.
Down to 5.
Okay, let's mark these up. Okay, shooting phase. I'm going to start with the Deredeo. So the Deredeo is going to fire his butcher cannons at this character in front of me, because I can't target him because there's other models closer, and his heavy bolters at this 2 wound guy there. So let's start with the heavy bolters. So normally hitting on 2s, but hitting on 3s because I've moved. Okay, so that many hits. 5s. 2 wounds, AP -1.
5 ups. You did finally get it.
So I've got him. Okay. Now 8 shots with the butcher cannon at the remaining one. Again, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s this time. So 3 wounds, AP -1. Each one is.
Sorry,
this is. Oh, sorry, it was on him. Sorry, it was him. Sorry, yes.
5 ups again.
So 4 wounds, and he has 4 remaining. Do you wish to burn a command point to keep him alive? It's not your warlord.
Yeah, we'll let him go.
He's gone? Yeah. Okay. That's good. Okay. Now I need to think. Okay, I'm not convinced that I'm doing the right thing, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I'm firing the twin heavy bolters from the Spartan at this model. I can see it. And I'm firing 8 las cannons at the warlord. So 6 heavy bolters at this guy, hitting on 5s. 2 hits, 5s to wound. No wounds. Okay. 3, 6, 8 las cannons at this guy. 5s to hit. 3 hits. 3s to wound. 3 wounds. Straight through. Ooh, 17 wounds. I should have fired it at that. That would have done him.
No, because he heroically intervened and killed you.
But he is, yes, this is true. He is the warlord. So that's slay the warlord. That's good. Okay. That's everything over here now shot. I can't fire these guys because they've just fallen back. So now I've got the Leviathan. So the Leviathan is going to fire 2 Hellflamers into this. He's going to fire 1 Butcher Cannon into that and 1 Butcher Cannon into them. So 3, 6, 8. Normally hitting on 2s. This is against this squad, but hitting on 3s because I moved. Drops 1. Strength 8. 7 wounds, AP -1. And a leadership modifier of, I think, -2.
6, 7.
That hopefully might finish them.
It should do. I'd like it to not. But I can't pass. The 6 -2 is. I need a 1, I think, to. I think I about 50.
Okay. So 3, 6, 7, 8 shots at the other squad. Sorry, at him rather.
Yeah.
That was what I said. I want to get rid of that thing. So 2s are misses. 3s to wound. 2 wounds, AP -1.
2 -1, so 5 ups?
He's
No,
dead.
Does he go up? No.
Okay. And then 2d6 shots at this thing auto hits. So 7 shots. Strength 5. 5s to wound. No wounds. I might end up having to charge this thing again, but I don't want to. Okay, so next we have here 5 single shots at the squad of 2. No, at this bigger squad. 5 hits. 2s, wasn't it? So 4 wounds, 6 ups.
Ooh, big one.
Big one, so 3 die. And then this squad, I'm going to split fire. 2 plasma pistols at the squad of 2. 1 hit. 1 killed.
Squad 2.
Yeah. Because I realised that losing 1, he could still die to morale, can't he?
Ooh, technically.
And then 3 pistols at the other squad. 2 hits. 2 wounds.
Ooh,
Saved another one.
5.
Okay. So, do you want to hear some really bad news now?
Worse than what's happened.
The Sikaran is no longer locked.
To the boys. He fell back as wine.
Oh yeah, of course he did. Thank you. I was thinking, do you know what? I was actually standing there thinking, oh, you took models away from next to him, and that's why, yeah, okay. Duh.
Nice try.
It was a good try. Yeah, bit of a stupid one. So that actually is the end of my turn, or my shooting phase. I do have some charges to declare.
Cool.
This thing actually can still charge, but he's got 4 wounds. This thing has no
Extra attack. So it's 6 attacks.
So he still gets 6 attacks at strength.
So 9. It's still the same.
And he's still hitting on 2s. And he'll be strength.
9 -2, 2 damage. He doesn't get it actually.
I don't know that I want to. I think I'll just sit there as a roadblock. And whether he charges him or him, who knows. And I know there's a squad and a psyker in there.
Yeah.
But, and this is the thing. This is worth 3 points here. I'm going to lose this turn. But we can't have everything. But we do have some charges to declare.
Yes.
This squad
Yep.
are within 12 of here. So you have pistols?
Grot blasters. So,
I'm going to charge against both.
Looking for 6s. 1. Looking for 5s. Ooh, hello.
Really?
Don't go to this.
No. So I need a 9 or a 10, something like that.
Yeah.
But let's just see. That's a 10.
I'll get it in.
I think that will get it in. Let's just measure up quickly. Would you be so kind? Just to make sure. See if I can get to both.
10 will get you in there to that one.
Okay,
Now,
so
by the time you pile in, you'll get into that, yeah.
so I just want to make sure that when I keep it slightly back from this one so I can pile in to be
Yeah,
closer
yeah,
to
yeah.
there for in a minute. Okay. These guys here are out of 12 inches. Obviously, I'm not really going to charge this thing. I want you to charge me. And that's it. So let's just get straight into this. We have one guy attacking this. So he's the sergeant. So he's 2 + 1 for a chainsword.
Yep.
So hitting on 3s, he hits 3 times. 3 wounds. So he's dead.
Yep.
This is the squad. This was the squad of 1. Yeah, there was only 1 guy left there. So then the rest of them, there's 2, 4, 5. Let me get some more dice. Of course, with the new rules, in 2 weeks' time, I'd get an extra attack each. But for now, 3, 6, 8 hopefully will be enough.
Should be for the glass.
Only if I hit you though. And then 2 more.
2 die. There's 2 die.
So how many have I killed from that squad this time?
6.
6 so far. But you get to fight back.
Well, here it comes. So 4 attacks. I don't know what I'm hitting on, but not that.
No. Obviously consolidates. Do you fail morale?
Spend 2 and pass that one.
Oh! I'm still going to get to fight you in your turn.
Yes, but you don't score this turn.
It's at the beginning of the turn.
Okay, they're troops. So I still chop it from my turn.
I see, you get it for your horse, you get 1 extra point now.
I'll try and go over there and get you.
Yeah, with the jump.
The jump. Jump, everything.
Oh, here it comes. Right, so scoring up at the end of my phase. Rise to glory. No, didn't kill anything with a character. Hold the line. I have 3 units. 1, 2, 3. But does it say with no one else? No, so I've got 1 point. Defend objective 2. No. Secure objective 6. Not yet. So I'm going to throw away defend objective 2 because I don't plan to go there. Do you know what, actually? No, I'm going to throw away Rise to Glory because he's going to be dead. That's me done. So we nearly forgot this. So pulling out the cards, he's pulled out Master of the Warp.
Master of the Warp or more speed go faster. If 3 or more orc units of your turn advanced at this turn. Which...
Right.
Yeah.
That scores 1, doesn't it?
Just the 1, yeah. Or Master of the Warp.
Or Master of the Warp. You've got 1 command point left. I'm just trying to think. So this thing, you want to advance it or don't want to advance it? I'm not sure.
It can't advance and charge, so no.
So that can't advance and charge.
Oh, that could do a random advance.
They could advance. That needs to advance if it wants to do its jump thing.
Yep.
These, if they advance, can they advance and charge? No?
No more.
But you want to move them across so that they can charge.
Do a random advance on the side, you've done that.
1, 2, 3. So you could do that. Do you know what? I can deny one of them, possibly.
Yep.
So, and you might not roll enough even. So let's get rid of that one.
Yep.
So you can keep Master of the Warp.
Got secure objective 6 and defend objective 3.
Well, defend objective 3 is well. You can have defend objective 3, my friend. So, interesting.
Scored another 2 on the primary. Because I've held the middle one and still my own one.
Well, the middle one's worth 2.
Yeah, so 2 and 1 for my own one.
So that should be on 4.
Should be 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Quite right.
So you're running away with the primary at the moment.
For now.
We'll see. We'll see where we end up. Okay, so all the orcs have got out. The boys are here, along with the weird boy. This thing has moved around. It's got room to charge through. It can't clear both. So he's got a choice. He can either charge that one, charge both of those, or charge all 3. Up to him. So this thing has moved around. It's not done its advanced teleport jump doodah thing. And these guys are here. They're waiting. There's going to be the jump coming on. So, without further ado, psychic phase.
You'll do jump first then. So
The
plus
jump.
1, you surround by boys.
Oh,
Moves at 5.
command point?
Yeah,
You've got 1 left.
Yeah, it's important this one. So yeah, I'll do that.
What do you need to get to?
So you need to get at least 6 to get.
So you need to roll a 3.
4, yeah. Well, no, the warp charge 7.
Oh, I see.
Plus
So,
1, so I need
come
to
on
roll
then.
a 6.
Come on then. No!
No.
And that's the final command point.
That's it.
Oh, I wouldn't say it's game changing, But we're in combat. We're in combat here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So smite over there then.
Smite. Does he only do 1 power?
Yes.
Yeah.
So smite. Make up your boys.
With an 8.
+1, so 9.
9. So I need a 10, 11 or 12 to stop it. Oh, that's disappointing.
D3. Who's
2. So that's the Spartan down to 2 wounds now. Oh, puts it on 1 though. That's obviously waiting for that to happen. You are not allowed to pistol shoot this thing out. Alright, let's just be clear. That is not something that's acceptable. So, would you like to go straight into the shooting phase? Do you know what you're going to do?
I'm limited on what I can shoot anyway, so it'll have to be some pretty normal shots. So we'll do the shotgun dragster.
Okay, what's he doing?
Fire into. I'm not going to kill the line then. Might as well have a pot shot at the Marines.
Oh, the Havoc Squad.
Yeah. So 2 shots. Actually, no, go on. They're made for the gun. I'll fire them at them. That's what they're made to do. So.
Okay.
2 shots from the shock rifle. 2 hits. 4s. 2 wounds.
AP.
It's really fun again.
5 ups. So is AP minus
-3 for this.
-3? Yeah. So that's 1 saved.
D6.
4. So down to 10. I'll put a marker on in a minute.
Rocket rather. Missed.
And what's next? You can fire these guys with pistols, even though they're locked.
They're not technically pistols.
Are they not?
They've got blasters. They're sort of like weird little rifle things.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
so they've got-
Okay.
Pistols over here then, so 10 pistols.
They don't get grenades or anything like that, do they?
They've got a tank buster bomb. They're free to take. Every 10 models you get a tank buster bomb.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we'll try it. We'll do one of them's going to throw a tank buster bomb.
Go on
So
then.
there were 9 pistols and a tank buster bomb.
Oh, you're going to still try and do it with
Still
pistols?
trying to do a pistol.
That's just wrong.
So 2 dagger daggers.
So 4 hits.
4 hits.
6s.
Much more needed. 6s. 2 wounds. 2 ones coming out.
I almost don't want to roll these. There's 1.
Right.
There's the other. Down to 1 wound remaining.
Oh, a pistol from the weird boy then.
Oh no, don't be so silly.
They missed. So the tank buster bombs throwing again on a 5 up because I think it failed to throw it. No,
Phew.
nothing there.
So you do at least have to weather some Overwatch.
Overwatch there.
Okay.
That's it.
These guys can't reach anything, can they?
No.
So no charges? No, my turn. So, what are you going to charge? What's charging first? Who's going to die first?
See, now I'm thinking, the boys can do it themselves, I don't know. I doubt they can.
There's only 1 wound to get through.
It is only 1 wound.
With only 9 pistols, you did.
Yeah. The boys got to go first, they've got to get some Overwatch, because I need that to survive.
Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8. Las cannons. Nope, nothing. Let's take that off. Heavy bolters. Nope, nothing. Well, you've made it in, but it's how well you've made it in. Because you're trying to get around to that, aren't you?
I'm just trying to tuck it around really, just so I can.
Yeah, as long as you've got 1 guy there now alive, you're stopping me from having the point for it at the beginning of my turn.
Yes, that is the point. And if you somehow can't kill them, they are troops. I'm trying to.
That's what I mean, you're there, whatever.
The weird boy will go in as well, because he's got a weird boy staff, he can do a bit of smacking.
Okay.
Got a big gap for him.
And is this thing charging anything?
He will be charging, yes. But now I've got I think they'll do it. I'm going to have faith in the boys. I could charge both. I'm charge both of them. Can I charge both of them and not him? Or declare all 3? It's irrelevant.
He can't Overwatch now
So
anyway.
I'll charge
But to
all
get
3.
to him, you have to come within an inch of him, so
If I charge all 3, then if the boys do fail, then I can go from there, can't I? So
Yeah.
do that.
gives you options.
Yeah, so
Alright, so Overwatches. So this is the auto accelerator cannon on the Sikaran. 3 hits.
toughness 8.
So strength 7, so 5s. 1 wound, AP minus 1.
Maybe.
Made it. So 2 las cannons. 1 hit. 1 wound
Straight through.
for 2 damage.
Yep.
Heavy bolter. Nope. And then across to him. So 2 heavy bolters 1 hit. No wound. And then butcher cannons. Strength 8. 1 wound, -1. Saved it. Okay.
Does he make it?
Double 1, please.
Not much, but
Yeah, so that gets him in. So, is he charging anything?
Oh, I think it's not wise at all. But he's only going to get shot, but at least you've got to shoot him. Oh, yeah, no, you're fair.
Okay?
Yeah.
Right then, so this guy moves in. I presume he just goes clunk.
Clunk, smack, smack,
Clunk.
yeah.
He will get through. We tried it earlier, so
You double damage already there.
yeah. I'm just going to leave that off for a minute. So where do you want to start?
I'll start with the weird boy because he might be able to. You never know.
Start with the weird boy.
3
That's
attacks.
just mean.
Looking for 3s. All hits.
3 hits.
7.
So 5s.
1 there at -1 for a force.
-1 normally.
Yeah.
Saved.
So it's going to be the lads.
So the lads now.
We'll do the big chopper off.
Okay.
He's got 3 attacks. 3s again. Same again, so it's 7, 5s again. Only 1 again, -1 again.
Failed.
2 damage.
So, does he go pop? He doesn't go pop on a 4, I don't think. But I'm just going to triple check. Spartan. Containment breach.
Well, he's breached, alright.
That's a 6. It's a shame though, because these things, when they go pop in a 2d6, and psychers take extra damage, and it's just horrible. But okay, let's just pause and remove the model. And this is what it looks like when the Spartan is gone. So this battle wagon is now putting everything into this.
Yeah,
Into
6.
Sakaran. Okay.
6. Oh, MVP. So 11 attacks.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to do something, by the way. Do you mind if I do it now?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to heroically intervene.
Yeah.
So, 8 attacks, did you say? 11 attacks. Only 3 attacks, did you say?
Hitting on 2s.
That is horrible, hitting on 2s.
I love it. I love it, mate. I've got a second one on the way, so that's really cool. So 9, so 3s again.
And this was AP minus lot.
2. 7 -2.
So 5 ups. So I saved 4.
2 damage each.
So 2, 4, 6. He's on 2 wounds remaining. Okay, that wasn't so good. Alright, so shall I attack back?
Yes.
So this thing has 4 attacks. Oh, let me just check. Okay, so this thing only gets 2 attacks now, but he still hits on 4 ups. But he missed. And then the Deredeo gets 2 attacks. He's hit once. Strength 7, he's wounded once.
4.
Yeah, he's safe. So no damage done there. Shall I do my heroic intervention attacks?
Yeah, go ahead, yeah.
So 3 attacks. I hit twice. I wound twice, AP minus 1 more. Yeah. Well, think about the objective. You take those, you might not be within 3 with the others. I only did it to stop you piling forward in case, you know, I'm going to smite and stuff, but there's 2 more dead that I don't have to think about.
I'll do a quick round trip on there for them. That's fine.
Oh, and then we over here.
Yeah,
you get to fight first over here.
Get to have a little cheeky stab.
So what are you going to do?
4 attacks, 1 hit. No wounds.
No wounds? Okay, so 3, 2, 2. Well, I'll do these and then I'll go do 2 more afterwards if I need them. These are toughness 2, weren't they?
Oh, yes.
So 4 wounds so far. There's only 4 of them.
Yeah.
They're dead. Okay.
But you're top of all over.
Okay, so that's the end of the turn. That's interesting because at the beginning of my turn I'm going to score 3 points over here on the primary. Right, let's have a look at the objectives that you had. So you had defend objective 3. No. Master the warp.
Yep.
You did successfully because I didn't manage to deny it. Secure objective 1.
Yep.
You've got, and you're starting to defend it. Ooh, that's mean. I don't like that. Okay. And are you keeping defend objective 3 or are you going to bin that one? Okay, so I've already moved myself up. At the beginning of this turn, I'm holding my opponent's one, so I've got 3 points over there. So I'm going to probably sit over there now for as long as I can. So I get to pull 2 more cards. So defend objective 5 and secure objective 5. I guess I'm keeping defend objective 5. Yeah, I thought I might. And then Scour the Skies and Witch Hunter. I guess I'm keeping Scour the Skies because I could score it at the beginning of the game, but I can't now because there's nothing with the fly keyword. I think you can throw them away if there wasn't any fly in the army.
There was technically one at the start, wasn't there?
Okay, so I've got defend objective 2, defend objective 5, secure objective 6, and Scour the Skies. In fact, I'm not quite in for secure objective 6 because that is there, because it would have been nice to have caught that one in your turn. Yeah, see that you live and you learn. So what I should have done was a consolidate move towards the closest enemy unit, and I would have been on that in your turn, scored it in your phase, and be pulling 2 more cards. Live and learn. Okay, movement phase. These guys have stayed still. The Leviathan has moved around. He's going to try and finish that off and start hurting these guys. I rolled a bad advance for these blokes. I was trying to get them up here a bit further. In the meantime, the Raptors are going to hold both of these objectives, so I will get secure objective 6 this time. The Sikaran has fallen back to here. It's moving in this general direction because I do have defend objective 2. And the Deredeo has fallen back out of combat, but it's not going to be for long. And I've kept the Sorcerer in because I'm going to try and smite. So whilst we're there, let's try and smite. With an 11.
Well, I might as well try to do it.
No. So that's D6 because that's a super smite. 4 guys.
Oh.
That's actually an unexpected bonus.
Yeah, it was unexpected.
What else am I going to do?
3.
Dum, dum, dum. Let me have a think. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is try and do Delightful Agonies on myself with a 5. Still didn't work. For some reason, Slanesh doesn't want me to do that, but that's fine. So that's the end of my psychic phase. I'm going to go straight into shooting. So I'm going to fire a bolt pistol at these guys. I missed. Now I'm going to go to the Leviathan. So the Leviathan is doing both of his Hellflamers into that, and he's then firing both Butcher Cannons into that squad. So 2d6 Hellflamer shots. 8. That's a bit better. So 5s to wound.
Yep.
1 at -1.
5 up. Nope.
That's 2 damage. So he's down to 2. And then I need to do that many. Hitting on 3s because I've moved. That's pretty decent. That was a miss. Actually, that's really decent. 2s to kill.
Yep.
Behold the power of a fully functioning Death Leviathan. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. So that's that squad removed. I really wanted to remove him because that would have been lovely, because then these guys could target here. But it's fine. So I am now going to fire everything from these guys into that. It needs to die. I have had enough of it. So 2, 4, 6, 8 shots with autocannons. 7 hits. Strength 7, 3s.
Yep.
6 wounds, -1. You only need to fail 1. Yeah, he's dead. Wow. That was a very valiant effort.
Does he blow up?
I prefer it if he didn't.
Oh, he does.
He does.
I believe he's
Only
only 1.
1? Okay. I'll take the wounds off of him in a minute. So that'll put him on 9 because he was on 10 previously. Okay, let's have a think. It's not 1, it's D3. It's 2. So that puts me down to 8 wounds because I was on 10. I'd just forgotten to put a marker on it. Still the top bracket, but he's gone. Get ye gone out of my deployment zone. Shooting wise, I think that's it, because these guys over here advanced and they've only got a 12-inch range. So that is almost the end of my turn. But we do have a combat currently going on. So, my turn to go first this time.
Yep.
So 3 attacks, 2 hits, 2 wounds, that's 2 dead. So 2 guys left to fight me. So he'll be able to pile in, he'll be within an inch of him who's... Yep. So how many attacks do they get?
What do you want?
Before they fail
3
morale?
from the chopper and 3 for the big chopper. So big chopper first. Looking for 3s. Looking for 3s. 1 at -1.
4 up. No.
2 damage.
Oh, he's down to 1 wound.
Chopper boy. 3 hits. 1 wound.
AP minus anything?
No.
3 up. He's alive. Out of curiosity, the 2 damage I took, I would have saved 1 with that Delightful Agonies. Alright, so that is the end of the turn, other than morale.
So it lost 6 and you smited out 4.
Yeah,
Chopped
4,
down another 2 there.
2, 6. Didn't shoot any, did I? Because I think I failed.
So these are 7. I'd like a 1. So can we do a 2? Oh, that's hard.
So they're gone.
That's game changing.
Okay. So let's go back and have a look. So, defend objective 5, no. Defend objective 2, no. Secure objective 6, yes. I'll throw away Scour the Skies. That goes back into pot. And that leaves me with defend objective 2 and 5. I'm going to be able to start doing that soon with a bit of luck. Let's see. We've got to pull some cards for you though, because you've got 2 more points on the tertiary, secondary even. I'll put that there.
Do get a handful of cards as well.
And I got 1 more then, didn't I?
Yes.
Okay. So at the beginning of your turn though, you are still holding that one.
By another 2, yeah.
So that will put this one up to 6. So you've still got the lead.
Well, yeah.
Next turn I'm getting 3 on there.
Yeah, lads. I've only got 3 models left. I want some grots actually.
You got a pile of grots here, look.
Here we go, they're going to game change it, right?
Right.
So, no prisoners. Surrender what it means was destroyed.
Okay, what's the alternative?
Stomping boys. Enemy destroyed during the fight phase.
Oh.
Either one I could do.
Right then, so this one is 1 victory point or or 2 then if it's 3 to 5. That's 1 or 3 to 5. Well, that's any phase, isn't it?
Yeah. But I think
I don't think it makes much difference because I've got a 1 wound bloke here.
I guess.
I don't think you can do 3.
Oh, I can't do 3 now.
So it doesn't actually matter.
No,
Stompin' Boys.
The fight phase, and I can't kill. I might.
Stompin' Boys sounds good. Let's go with that one.
That sounds fun, doesn't it? Defend objective 5 and grab the loot. So that's another one I've got to roll to see what I get.
Yeah, if it's a 6, that'd be nice.
Oh, 1. Well, I'm getting then.
So I think you'll have defend objective 5.
Supremacy and big game hunter.
Well, you can't have that because you can automatically do that. Now 3 objectives. You can hold that one. You can hold that. You could hold that one. You could you could stay back and hold that one, and you might be able to advance to that one. But big game hunter, I've got a 2 wound guy here.
Yeah.
There's a chance that you might not get supremacy.
Yeah.
Well, that's D3, and
That's only 1.
that's only 1.
How much want to gamble?
Not that much.
The secure objective 2 or area denial. The objective
2 is this one here. Do you know what? I'd be happy for you to run forward to secure objective 2. So yeah, keep that one. And area denial, you'll be getting the maximum points for.
Absolutely.
All right then, let's see where things go. Okay, movement is complete. These guys pulled off an amazing advance. They're now starting to defend objective 5. This guy has advanced across here. He's now slightly closer to the sorcerer because he wants to smite him. This has moved forward, and this other weird boy has moved forward as well. So, what are we doing first?
Smite from him
Into the sorcerer. That's a 10.
10. Oh, hey, hang on.
Well, I need to try and stop it because I'm dead. I have 1 wound. A 3, no. So I was clearly meant to die. So
Smite the next weird boy onto Sakara.
It's a big one. So
like it. Right.
roll a 1 now, and I'm alive. 2. That's all it took. Do I explode? I don't think I do. I will triple check. Then here we go. It didn't explode. So that's the end of the psychic phase.
Yeah.
Charges.
Boom, boom.
Boom, into there. That's the only charge, I presume.
Yes.
So let's get some dice. 5, 3, 6, 7, 8. So this is butcher cannons. 1 hit. Strength 8. That's 1 wound. -1.
Nope.
2 damage. And then heavy bolters. Nothing. So double 1 now, please. No, you're in. Clunk. In he goes.
Straight through that, you want?
Yes, might as well.
6 plus d6 attacks. So I'm keeping high rolling up.
Only 8. Hitting on 2s though.
Hitting on 2, a couple of ones. 7, 9, so 3s.
So 3, 4, 5.
They're at -2.
Okay, now I'm pretty sure, I'm going to quickly check, that my invulnerable save is a 4 up in combat. But let's just check. 5 up. Yes, 4 up in combat. So that was 4, wasn't it? 5. I saved 2.
6 damage.
6 damage. So, okay, he's on his way down. And my fight's back. I hit twice. I wounded twice.
4 ups, save twice.
And that's the end of your phase.
Yes.
So, secure objective 2.
No, I didn't get it.
No. Big game hunter.
Oh, I did. I
Yes.
smooshed him, didn't I? Yeah.
So that's 1. Defend objective 5, you started. And destroyed during the fight phase.
Not yet, but I will keep that one. But I will get rid of secure objective 2.
Oh yes, it wasn't the fight phase, you're right.
Yeah, so I'll
Okay.
keep that one.
Okay, so 1 more point onto here.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so let's quickly do my part now. So, at the beginning of this phase, I score 3 on the primary because I've got yours. And that'd be a 6 wherever the 6 is.
Yep.
And then I need to pick some more cards. So, would you like me to have Master the Warp or the Warp is your ally? Doesn't matter which, really, doesn't it? As my Psyker is dead.
I'm Master of the Warp.
Okay. And Assassinate or Big Game Hunter. Ooh.
Take Big Game Hunter.
Yeah, so that's your tank. Okay, fine. Let's do some movements. At the end of my turn 4 movement, I have run to that one. I've advanced forward to there, so I'm closing in on objective 5 because I've got that as a defend. These guys have moved forward, so they're now within range of this baby here. I've moved forward 8 inches here, so I'm now holding and starting to defend objective 2, but I'm within range as well. I've fallen back out of combat there, but I need to kill some stuff. I need to kill the right stuff, so it's going to be a challenge. So I'm going to start off with, go straight into shooting with these guys, auto cannons into this. That's all hit. 5s to wound. Oh. 4 wounds. I'll take that. -1, yeah. So that's 4 damage. So down to 8. Okay. That's a good start. But I can't afford to take the eye off the prize. So this guy is going to split fire. Or is he? Is he going to make sure? Because you're going to score 2 points if I don't kill them. And there's how many in that squad?
10.
And their leadership.
4.
If I kill 6, they only lose 2 more. If I kill 7 of them, that's it. They're dead to morale. Oh, -2. That's a good point. I'm going to risk splitting fire, but I'm hitting on 3s, and if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. So I'm going to fire 1 down to here from this, and 1 across to that squad.
Okay.
So 8 shots at these 3s. Oh, it's gone wrong. 2s to kill. So 4 down. They could still die to morale.
Yes, sir.
Because there's 6 off their morale, so they've lost 2 plus what you roll.
Yeah.
So a roll of a 4, 5 or a 6 on their morale is going to kill them, isn't it?
50.
Yeah, I never like 50-50 odds with Alex. And then the other one, trying to plink some more wounds off this thing. So a few more hits. 4s to wound. Wow. 5 wounds.
AP minus
1.
5 again.
So another 4 damage.
He's practiced.
He's on 4 wounds.
Might have to know.
Okay. And that's all I can do. So points wise.
Morale pick.
Oh, morale. Yes, you need to roll a 4, 5, or a 6.
Low.
They're gone.
What a shame.
They're gone. I think this is one of the few games where butcher cannons have really made a massive difference for me.
It will against Orcs, though, won't it?
So yeah, once you start getting them below those numbers, isn't it, or against these little things. Okay, so defending objective 5, no. Defend objective 2, no. I've started. Big game hunter, no. And I'm going to throw away master the warp. So don't actually score anything in this turn, other than the primaries. But I'm not uncomfortable with that.
Card fully timed.
This is one of the closest games, we think, because at the moment Alex is on 9 primary, 9 secondary, 2 tertiary. I'm on 2 tertiary. I'm not scoring the points in the secondary at all. I'm on 7, but I'm going to get another 3, so I'm going to be winning the primary, whatever happens, I think, if I can
Yes,
kill that character. But I don't know whether or not I'm going to get enough to pull back on the other points. But let's see what cards you get.
So blood and guts. Kill something in the fight phase. Or overwhelm. Oh dear.
Wow, I think I'll keep overwhelming firepower because you've not got anything shooty really now.
Advance.
Yeah.
Quite straightforward. Secure objective 5. Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Okay, so advance is nothing in your deployment zone, isn't it?
Already done that. So
Yeah, so let's give you secure objective 5 because A, that makes you come closer with your weird boy, and B, you might be able to do it on an advance, but you probably need to do the jump.
The jump, yes.
So with a good roll on the advance, you're only there, you might make it.
We'll fly into now if you want.
So yeah, let's go. So
Yeah, so
do you want to do movement first?
it's advancing, yes.
So, big number. It's not going to be enough.
It goes 8.
It's not going to be enough. No, it's not there, mate.
As you have to jump himself.
So he will have to jump. So do you want to move him?
We'll move anyway.
Yeah. Are you going to move him or not? Yeah. Okay. What other movements are you going to do? Other than, I think this guy's got a bowel movement or 2 coming, but that's...
he can't do his job there. I'll tuck him maybe in the cover if you can't see
Yeah,
him.
because he scored you 3 points then.
Well, he's doing his job. Again, he's just going to do much the same, I think. Yeah, his job is going to be ran back into him again.
Okay. Well, we might as well carry on.
Well, carry on.
This is the point.
Quick one. So, the jump. Can you go all of 2 inches? No. So
Okay.
he's not secure.
And is this guy going to
Yeah,
smite?
you've done a smite, yeah. You get to smite off.
And how many? Just
Just
the one. So down to 7.
charge phase.
So I'm still in my top bracket, just. So charging this guy.
Yes. Worried about this one.
Butcher cannon. 1.
Mm-hmm.
Not a wound. 2 dice off. Heavy bolters. 2 hits. Could have done with better. 5s though for these. 1 wound. AP minus 1.
Doesn't make
Saved. Okay, so you can't fail, to be fair, because he's there. So I've got 7 left. Oh, and you're on 4.
So now I'm just D6 attacks.
I wanted that 1 more wound because I think that would have taken you down a bracket, wouldn't it?
It would have, yes.
Yeah.
So D6 attacks from his initial profile, and
Yeah.
these extra attacks. So 8 attacks. He's still hitting on 2s, but his stretch now only 6, but 8. Still relatively strong. All the hits.
So still hitting on 2s.
Still hitting on 2s, that doesn't change. Anything
Still wounded on 3s.
Still wounded on 3s.
4.
4 minus 2 again.
So 4 up invuln. Close combat. Loving 2 of them.
So only 4 damage.
So down to 3. Might as well do my 2 attacks back. 1 hit. No wound. And that's it.
That's it. Yeah,
So back to here.
Didn't, and still didn't. No.
Stagnated.
Stagnated.
Well, I get to do 1 more card. So let's do that whilst we're here. So defend objective 1 or Kingslayer.
Kingslayer you get with me, so.
Yeah.
Defend objective 1.
Which is the one which is you're holding at the moment.
Yes.
Okay, this is really interesting. Because I now score another 3 points at the beginning of the round. So I'm ahead of you there, but I'm way behind. Oh, and in your turn, I defended objective 2.
Less behind now.
So now I'm on 5. And I get to pull 2 more cards because of that.
Yep.
No prisoners or supremacy. Oh, I'm going to score one of those. I'm confident of that.
You have no prisoners. Because supremacy is a bit easier.
Okay, so let's put that one away. Alright, I'll do my movements and see where we end up. Okay, movement phase is over, and these guys have moved here. They have moved forwards. 2 guys are within range to shoot at the weird boy. The raptors have reached and are going to shoot and then charge. No need to move these guys. The Leviathan has moved across. He now has line of sight to this, and it is the closest model. And I've fallen back with this, and I should have done this before. I'm trying to get closer to the Psycho, because when it does die, if it does die and it explodes, if it explodes, it causes more damage. It could kill a Psycho outright. So let's see. So I'm going to start off with these, because they only have one target, and that is right the way across to that. So 4, 8 shots, autocannons, hitting on 3s. That's 6 hits. Wounding on 5s, that again would be lovely. It is 4 wounds, AP minus 1. He's dead.
Does he slow up?
No, so that's him gone. I'll let you have him back. Okay, so next is the squad over here. 2 guys, single bolt gunshots at the weird boy. 2 hits, 4s to wound, 1 wound.
6.
He saves it, he's loving it. So then I have 3 bolt pistols from this squad. 3 hits, 1 wound, and then overcharging plasma pistols.
Yep.
Just to be confident about it. 1 hit, 1 missed, 1 wound, straight through, 2 damage. Does that put him on 1? I think I can kill him in combat now. And now 2 butcher cannons at this guy. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 I think. 4, 8, 4. I thought there was 1 too many. Let's see if I can pick these up. 3s because I've moved. Dropped a few, dropped 5. 2s. Dropped another one. So 3, 6, 9, 10 wounds, AP minus 1, but you've got plus 1 because you're wholly in cover. So is this 6s still?
10 6s, and I need at least 9.
9. He's dead. Okay. So, charge phase. Here.
I ain't got a thing, so.
You got no pistol or anything?
Yeah, we was actually.
Alright, well, let's straight off. I've made the charge. I'm not going to move much. I want to be holding that objective just in case the game runs on, because at the moment you've still got the secondary. So 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. This is, in all the games I have ever played with Night Lords, the most effective my raptors have ever been. So hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. 4 wounds to save.
4 6-ups. No.
He's dead. He's dead. Okay.
Well, I'm gone.
You're gone. So let's see what I've scored. So I'm starting to defend objective 5. I've scored no prisoners. I've scored big game hunter. And I'm not defending objective 1. So I'm actually going to throw that away. Or do I? It's if it goes to turn 7, I could defend objective 1. This is turn 5. So either way, I've scored 2.
Yep.
So that was 5. So that goes to 7. I'll put that on a 6, wherever it is. Plus 1. So I've scored 2 there.
Mm-hmm.
Does the game end at the end of this turn? It does. So either way, epic handshake.
Very cool.
Well done. So I've got line breaker.
Yes, so that you won tertiary and primary and I won secondary.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the scoring system, because this is a minor victory, if I remember rightly, because I'm only beating you by a point.
Yeah.
And I think I need to be something like 4 points clear.
Right.
Likewise, I think that will probably be a minor victory, and I think this will be a minor victory. So I'm just going to look it up, and then we'll see what the final score system would be with the SN battle reports. Wow, that was an exhausting game, but a heck of a lot of fun. The final score was 23 points to the Night Lords, 13 to the Orks. It was. Do you know what? I thought after turn one it wasn't going to go so well.
It was close for quite a while. As soon as the Orcs sort of started to crumble, they crumbled quite hard. You had one quite decisive turn when you killed both the things and my two characters.
Yes, it was good.
No, it was really fun.
It was a great deal of fun. I hope everybody else enjoyed that.
Orcs were always fun to use.
Man of the match. Would you have a man of the match for your army? It's gonna be the battle wagon.
It's got to be the Bonebreaker. He came in and he did the damage. Yeah, he made that epic charge.
I don't know.
Caused havoc. He's really fun. Yeah.
I'm not sure because it's really difficult because the Spartan held things up, and so that's got a value to it.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm going to actually go with my Raptors because they scored me 6 points of the primary, and then they finished off that weird boy, and I think just because it was a bit different.
Yeah, they that's something I couldn't deal with back lines. That easy. So
that was really cool, and so I think we really enjoyed that. We might do some more of these ones, maybe from whether or not we'll get a chance between now and September when we go away is one thing. But even beyond that, we might play some more of the.
I really like them.
Ones.
You've got to think about so much stuff. That's the second or third time I've done it, so I'm sure I could do even better next time because you're doing something and you forget you've actually got another mission to construct as well. So
it's quite complicated in some ways because you have to think about everything that you're doing and the different aspects of it, but at the same time it's quite nice to stress your brain a few times and think about it a little bit.
Lie down now, but that was a lot to think about, but it's really fun.
But anyway, so we hope that you enjoyed the game. Hopefully we'll get this up fairly quickly because like I mentioned earlier, we haven't got a gaming studio at the moment. We've got a load of work doing and a new studio coming which will be ready in about 6-7 weeks time now, I think. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, with a bit of luck, and then we can try and keep our output up and keep everybody happy because we have been a bit erratic and we know that. But thank you again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video. It does help the channel out if you do, and if you've got friends or people that you know that you'd like to recommend they come and watch, that would be good. And a big shout out to all the guys at SN Battle Reports because we will be seeing you soon. Alright, thanks again.
Thank you. Bye.